Kalau satu hari nanti saya tak ada, you akan tak pakai. You akan pakai, tak pakai, buka tudung, pakai tudung macam tu. Tapi kalau hari ni you niat, you buat ni kerana Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala, insya-Allah sampai bila-bila you akan pakai tudung. You akan tutup aurat dengan sempurna. 我叫李恩惠，我不身为一名穆斯林，可是我会死为一名穆斯林。Lagi saya rasa baru lepas bersalinkan anak kami, arwah suami disahkan mengidap penyakit kanser darah. So saat tu memang ingin saya nak pergi Mekah, nak buat umrah, nak buat haji, itulah. Dalam doa-doa saya doakan mak saya, family saya dan semua orang yang belum Islam terima hidayah Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. Nama saya Nur Amira Enli binti Abdullah. Saya Chinese dan saya memeluk Islam pada 8 tahun lepas. Membesar di family Chinese dan sangat bersyukur sebab dapat hidayah pada umur 22 tahun dan sekarang menetap di Seremban, Negeri Sembilan dan merupakan seorang pensyarah. Alhamdulillah pada saya masuk Islam tahun 2009 dan kami bernikah tahun 2010. Tahun kita saya baru disahkan mengandung. Masa tu saya tengah pantang lagi, saya rasa baru lepas bersalinkan anak kami, arwah suami disahkan mengidap penyakit kanser darah. So saat tu memang rasa macam and hari tu it was my birthday, hari jadi saya. So saya macam betul ke semua ni dah berlaku kan, bukan senang, kami dah bukan senang, memang ada pelbagai ujian sebelum nikah, lepas tu nak dapat baby. Lepas tu saya cakap betul ke semua ni, masa tu saya tengah pantang lagi, tapi sebab dia demam, lepas tu kita pergi jumpa doktor dan dia disahkan kanser darah. Saya memang rasa macam tak boleh nak percaya pada saat tu. Dia pesan saya supaya saya jadi seorang muslimah yang bagus dan jaga anak dengan baik, sentiasa rapatkan silaturahim dengan family. Nak masuk 6 tahun dan lebih kurang 5 tahun ayah dia meninggal. So kita memang akan pergi menziarahi kubur. Saya akan cakap menjadi seorang Islam, saya memilih ke saya dipilih, itu hidayah daripada Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. Saya rasa gembira, saya rasa tenang, saya rasa saya sentiasa ada kekuatan, saya rasa saya sentiasa disayangi oleh Allah dan begitu tenang dan begitu selamat sebab sentiasa Allah ada. Apa sahaja ujian yang kita lalui, Allah sentiasa ada di sisi kita. Memang tidak mungkin berpatah balik ke dahulu. I rasa, you give me anything, I will still be Islam no matter what. Saya bersyukur, Alhamdulillah saya diberi hidayah untuk menjadi seorang Islam. Subhanallah, saya ada perasaan yang saya tidak boleh terangkan dengan kata-kata. Tapi apa yang saya rasa dari hari pertama saya mengucap 2 kalimah syahadah sampai hari ini, saya rasa sangat bersyukur menjadi seorang Islam. Dan saya pernah bagi tahu arwah suami, saya cakap menjadi seorang Islam merupakan anugerah yang paling besar dalam hidup saya. Dalam hati saya sebenarnya saya sentiasa fikir, walaupun saya tidak dilahir sebagai seorang Islam, tapi saya akan mati sebagai seorang Islam. Bagaimana saya dilahirkan saya tidak boleh pilih, tapi apa yang saya akan pilih, saya akan mati sebagai seorang Islam. Itu pilihan saya. Baca surah yang pertama, surah Al-Fatihah. Surah Al-Fatihah kita dah belajar dekat kursus Muallaf saudara baru tadi. kita terus hafal tentang Rumi dan kita terus buat praktikal solat sebenarnya. So saya rasa surah pertama Al-Fatihah, dan lepas tu saya akan tengok dia punya terjemahan. Walaupun sekarang baca Quran pun tak berapa lancar sebenarnya. Usaha itu penting sebab Allah menilai kita bukan tentang hasil. Allah menilai tentang usaha kita. Kita ada tak niat? Kita ada tak usaha itu? Masuk Islam sebab nak kahwin, masuk Islam sebab nak dapat duit, apa-apa pun sahaja, tak payah peduli sebab itu apa yang orang lain nak kata. Apa yang benar sebenarnya, Allah telah beri hidayah kepada kita untuk mengucap dua kalimah syahadah. Dan mengucap dua kalimah syahadah tu daripada bukan dilafaz oleh lidah sahaja, dari hati. Kita nak jadi seorang Islam, kita mengucap dua kalimah syahadah dengan hati kita penuh yakin dengan Allah, dengan malaikat, dengan Nabi, dengan Al-Quran, dengan takdir Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala, dengan hari kiamat. Dengan penuh keyakinan, dengan penuh kepercayaan, baru kita boleh lafaz dua kalimah syahadah tu. Dan apa-apa orang lain kata tidak penting untuk saya. Yang penting saya mengamalkan Islam, saya menjadi seorang Islam yang lebih baik daripada semalam. Dalam doa-doa saya doakan mak saya, family saya dan semua orang yang belum Islam terima hidayah Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala untuk menerima Islam sebagai agama mereka. Dan ada juga saya ada doa saya juga, saya nak pergi Mekah, nak buat umrah, nak buat haji, itulah. Hari Raya, kakak belikan saya tudung. Subhanallah. Lepas tu saya cakap, kakak tudung ni pendek. Lepas tu ada orang cakap juga, kenapa nak pakai labu? Lepas tu mak kata, kenapa kain tu kena panjang macam tu? Saya cakap, itu syariat. Saya cakap, itu ajaran Islam. Kita kena tutup. Kalau saya alang-alang pakai tudung, Mak Esra saya pakai yang betul-betul. Untuk saya, kalau kita nak buat, kita kena buat the best lah. Kita kena buat yang terbaik lah. Kalau ada orang tanya kenapa, sebab saya sayang dekat Allah dan apa yang Allah suruh saya buat, saya akan buat yang terbaik untuk kata orang nak impress kan. I want to impress Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. Tu yang I nak buat yang terbaik. Arwah suami pernah cakap macam tu. Dia pernah cakap dengan saya, kalau hari ni saya suruh kamu pakai tudung, memang kamu kena pakai sebab saya suami kamu. Tapi hari ni kalau you pakai sebab saya suruh you pakai, kalau satu hari nanti saya tak ada, you akan tak pakai. You akan pakai, tak pakai, buka tudung, pakai tudung macam tu. Tapi kalau hari ni you niat you buat ni kerana Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala, insya-Allah sampai bila-bila you akan pakai tudung. You akan tutup aurat dengan sempurna. Sebenarnya untuk saya tidak ada masalah kalau macam selepas menjadi seorang Islam, tak ada masalah pun kita nak tetapkan hubungan dengan saudara mara kita yang belum Islam, tak ada masalah. Chinese New Year saya akan balik. Kalau nenek saya birthday saya akan balik. Lepas tu tak ada masalah pun kalau mereka akan tahu, mereka sediakan makanan halal punya. Lepas tu dia akan cakap, kalau kadang-kadang saya balik Chinese New Year, dia cakap, ini tapau nasi lemak ni, depan tu pakcik kat depan kampung tu jual, boleh makan, halal, dia cakap macam tu. So this is the thing that sebenarnya kita sendiri, kita jangan jauhkan diri daripada mereka dulu. Kita akan pergi dan kita akan buat seperti biasa. It's just the food. It's not kita punya hubungan tak akan berubah. 我叫李恩惠，我不身为一名穆斯林，可是我会死为一名穆斯林。
Okay.
Yes.
Jadi I understand that you embraced Islam since you were a teenager,
Okay.
Yes.
right? So where did you learn about Islam? How did that happen?
I've known about Islam since when I was 7 years old.
7 years
Seven?
Yeah,
old.
7 years old, because my grandfather was someone who is related with politics and military. Yeah, it's because of Iraq War. Whenever
Okay.
he came to my home, he talked about Iraq War and Iraq women,
Oh.
especially
Right.
niqab, hijab.
So what about your
Oh.
other relatives? Are they Muslim as well? Did anybody in your...
Oh, just you
Just
alone.
you
Yeah,
alone.
me
You alone in the
yeah.
family. So what triggered you to, to convert into Islam? What did you watch? What did you see? What did you hear about Islam?
Actually, before this, I have bad prejudice about Islam too. But after I know about Islam from my grandfather, I started to study about Islam and
Wow.
learn about Islam. And
Okay.
then I met good Muslims. So my thinking was changed.
Yes.
So how did your family react when you converted to Muslim?
Actually, they don't like it because in Korea, becoming Muslim is you give up many things, especially my career, study.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
So you
why.
had to move to
Okay.
Indonesia because of that?
Yeah, yeah.
So officially, okay, so you converted when you were 17.
I converted 16.
16.
Yes.
16.
So what about your family now? Are you guys in talking terms? Are you guys still talking and contact each other?
Yeah, actually our relationship is good, but they just still not okay with my religion.
What is like being a Muslim wearing hijab in Korea?
It's really difficult because if you wear hijab, maybe people think you are weird, and then they cannot accept hijab until now.
So what about
Wow.
us as a tourist going to Korea? I mean, is
Oh,
it,
tourist
it's
is
okay.
okay. Tourist is okay, but I'm
Oh.
Korean, that's why.
But so
Okay.
they when they look at you, they know you are Korean, just like that.
Sometimes they think I'm Malaysian, but after they know that I'm Korean, they are changed.
what do you have to say to others who wants to convert to Muslim, to Islam, and have to face the same challenges as you?
Yeah, actually in Korea, just becoming Muslim is challenge because
Oh.
if they know that you are Muslim, then sometimes they just ignore, they hate you because you are Muslim.
Wow.
And then you cannot find halal food, and then you cannot find place for salat. It's so hard.
So how do you face? What do you have to say to others who has?
Actually, I also went through hard time alone. I wasn't have. There is no family here.
Yeah.
But
You have to be strong. You have to have. You have
yes,
to.
yes. But I think only Allah can plan, and we just follow Him. So
Yes.
follow your heart,
Yes.
and may Allah ease your way.
Inshallah.
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 I know it's easier said than done. Ignore the cameras.
All right. My name is Petra. I embraced Islam 1 year ago when I was 33. I came from Czech Republic. Well, when I was born, it was Czechoslovakia, and my hometown is Kladno, which is the biggest nearest city to Prague. My family, well, I cannot say we were religious because back in communism there was the support of the church was not there. So people who wanted to be religious, they were practicing mostly at home and not openly. So in our family, we were celebrating Christmas and Easter, but we didn't know, or I was not taught how to pray. There was no Sunday school when I was kid, or any religious studies at school. So I was not exposed to any religious activities. We didn't go to church even during Christmas. It was just a family gathering and happy times when we were exchanging gifts. The first time I got exposed to religious people and people who were praying was when I came to UAE. That was in 2007. And I was working in an airline. And whenever we took off with the plane, I saw my colleagues sitting next to me praying. Either they would make the cross and they would pray, they were Christians, or because it was Arabic airline, before every takeoff there was a prayer showing before they will start doing the safety video. So hearing the prayer
before every takeoff, it has an impact on you. Like you already know the words and you are looking forward, because then everything had to stop. We couldn't do any service and we were just there sitting and waiting. So these moments, like I would like inside me say, let's have a good flight and safe flight and come back safe. So I did it for 7 years. All these inside prayers, like make this flight safe, let us all be safe. But I didn't know the meaning and the reasons or why, so I was just doing it. And then with all my friends around here that I made, some of them were Muslims, so I started to ask questions and be interested more in the reasons. What is the purpose? Why they are doing this? Why they are not celebrating other holidays but only Eid? Like, why is that? So by getting the answers, I was slowly more attracted to Islam. Like my heart got open, and alhamdulillah, that was the way how I slowly started to learn and comparing also other religions, because coming from or seeing Christianity as the biggest religion, I was trying to get the differences between Christianity and Islam, leaning forward to what was true, like in Islam. It made everything made more sense. So, and Islam is teaching like everybody should know how to pray. Like you don't need a priest to forgive you. It's just you and your relationship with Allah, that He will be the most forgiving whatever you are doing. So it's your relationship with Him. You don't need anybody in the middle. So what really got to me most was by learning the differences between Christianity and Islam, finding that Christianity divided into multiple categories, having different sects, and Islam stayed the original one since the beginning. It didn't change. So the same words, the same prayers, the same acts that were performed years ago are still valid, and by doing them, by acting them, you are having the relationship straight away with Allah. There is no priest in the middle, there is nobody. You just need the Quran, you just need the book, you just need to read and educate yourself, and the guidance comes straight away. Of course, you might have some questions, you might need some help, and the imam from the nearest mosque or Islamic center is there for you to guide you or explain to you further if you have questions. But once you learn it, once you start practicing it, then you can go ahead and you don't need any more of guidance how to do it properly. Only maybe just to refresh yourself if you get lost again. But you don't need a priest, you don't need to pay for forgiveness. You just pray and you will be forgiven, because Allah is the most forgiveful. So, yeah. Before converting, by living here in the UAE more than 7 years and interacting with the local people, with the Muslim friends, I never encountered anybody pushing me to come to Islam. It had to come from me, the first step. So once I did it and I converted, suddenly everybody was interested. Like I became like a celebrity. It was so fun and so nice. Like people at work, now I changed my job. I'm not flying anymore. I'm in the hospital. That's very nice. Before converting, my concerns were, of course, for my family, how they would accept it. And my mom, she has this sense, of course, I'm her daughter, so she's connected with me. So whenever we were Skyping, she would be like, there is something on your mind, there is something going on. What's happening? And when I talked to her and I explained to her my feelings and what I want to do, even before, she would be like, you're adult, it's your life. If this is the way that you need to live your life, then you have to do it. You cannot hold back and then say, we didn't encourage you. It's your life. So I was blessed in a way that I got the support even before. this is my new life, I want to be a good person. Like, nobody will say, oh, do you really want to be a good person? No, nobody. You just need to make the first step, and everything will fall into place. That it's not bad, it's nothing is wrong. And with the time, they will overcome. Maybe if it will be your parents or your best friends, maybe give them 1 year and they will see that you really didn't change. You're just praying and you're worshipping one God, and that's the whole change. Ask yourself also these questions. Do you believe that there is only one God? Do you believe that He doesn't have any partners? Do you believe that there is an afterlife? If you ask all these questions and your answer is yes, then nothing should stop you, because you never know if you will wake up the next day and go to the nearest mosque, go to the nearest Islamic center, ask them for advice. Every imam, he will ask you again, like, are you sure? Does it come from your heart? And if it comes, then there is no reason why another day you should not be a Muslim.